You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey, Young and the Restless fans, it is Belinda from Soap Dirt, and I've got your full roster of weekly spoilers for Monday, November 25th, all the way through the 29th. And we've got 2 preemptions this week for the holidays, and we are going to see Victor warning Claire, and we are going to see Adam in a complete and total snit over what Sally has been up to. It's Belinda from Soap Dirt, and if you are not following us already, please reach down and click that subscribe button, and let's dive into the previews and spoilers for what's going to be a very short week on Y&R on CBS. Monday, November 25th is season 52, episode 38. So we know Billy and Sally did the deed on Friday, and then they headed downstairs to get some steak and fries and stuff, and Adam sees them canoodling, and he is quite visibly upset. He assumes they have been intimate because, you know, they came downstairs looking all cuddly, and he knows upstairs is bedrooms. And Adam is pretty certain that Billy is doing this to provoke him, but he decides to be kind of snarky and sends them over some champagne, which they refuse. And I don't know if Adam is jealous about Sally or just angry because he tells Victor they're rubbing his face in it, even though they had no way of knowing that he was down there. And Adam's just kind of being bratty about this because he's the one who blew it, you know? So after angry Adam storms out, Victor stops by to tell Billy and Sally it's nice to see them together because, you know, he wants Chelsea and Adam together, and them being together paves the road to what Victor's decided he wants. And the mustache actually suggests that Sally hire Billy. He's taken a dig at, you know, his unemployed state now that he yanked Chancellor away, and they both tell him to get lost. And from there, Adam heads over to Crimson Lights to check on Sharon and offer his help, reminding her that Sharon helped him when he recovered memories. You guys remember when he recalled that he killed that guy when he was just a kid and had suppressed the memories. And, you know, she thinks she can do it on her own, but Camryn's back to haunting her that day. Phyllis gets a visit from Nick over at the hospital again, thanks him for saving her, but she's quite upset when she realizes Nick is looking for excuses, even though Sharon has confessed, and he won't answer when Phyllis asks if he thinks that Sharon is innocent. And Phyllis tells Nick about the text that Sharon sent that night and says she was luring her out onto the road because Sharon intended to kill her. Phyllis's hysterics are alienating people, like Nick, like Chance, despite Sharon's confession. So that's kind of interesting. Speaks to Phyllis's personality and character to some extent. Phyllis is also angry when Michael Baldwin stops by and tells her that he is repping Sharon with an insanity plea, and she says he's betraying their friendship, and Michael says, well, that's up to you if you dump me as a friend over this, reminding her that he's defended her for all kinds of crimes. So Nick updates Mariah and Faith on Phyllis waking up and her intense anger at Sharon and the accusations that she ran her off the road trying to kill her. And then Nick tells the girls about the texts and the time that they were sent. And Faith tells him Sharon did not have her phone because she couldn't have sent them because she was with her mom and they were looking for her phone. So they wonder if Phyllis is lying, and she's not. And the proof is going to be on her phone. So they're going to have to dismiss that. And they're going to wonder if Sharon is lying and had her phone hidden. I guess it hasn't dawned on them. You know, they said in passing, maybe someone else sent them. So Faith doesn't think so. So Nick texts Sharon to talk the next day so he can dig into it, and probably going to want to see her phone. Tuesday, November 26th is episode 39 of season 52. Jack is trying to rehabilitate and rebuild his relationship with his son, Kyle. And if you remember this past week, Diane wants Jack to give Kyle the co-CEO job at Jabot again. But Jack doesn't want to just offer it to him. He wants to see a change in Kyle, and he thinks that his son owes them an apology before he's even going to think about making that offer. But then, Billy has pressed him about bringing him back, and he said no. Jack's leaning towards Diane, but she said no. Looks like she's thinking of doing something with Glissade. We'll see. Nikki is very eager to take the reins at Chancellor. Victor has already told Adam and Nick, and he's got Adam doing big PR splash through Newman Media. So who will they tell next? Will they save it till the family's together for Thanksgiving? Maybe. And Billy loses his temper with Jill. So I don't know if he's planning to have Turkey Day with his mom, but Billy's still very upset about her selling Chancellor to Victor. Of course, Lily's upset. But the deal seems to be done, and it doesn't look like there's any takebacks as far as I can see. So I just wonder, given Jill's heart issues, whether or not Billy will relent on his anger. Wednesday, November 27th is season 52, episode 40. Nate Hastings invites Amy Lewis to stay with him. If you remember, she said she didn't have any money for a PI to find Damien, and that's why she came to him. So Amy takes him up on his offer to stay, but she's concerned that her being in his home will affect his decision-making about whether or not he will help find Damien. And she also wants to know if he's decided anything on that matter. Audra comes over and she gets to meet Amy. And if you remember, she's been very skeptical from what she has heard from Nate about this woman. So that should be pretty interesting. And Victor decides to warn Claire against Kyle. Claire is dateless at Thanksgiving dinner with the family. She's there with just her parents, Cole and Victoria. And now that Kyle is getting closer to the Abbotts again, I'm sure Victor does not want them involved. So over at the ranch house for Thanksgiving, we've got Nick solo and looking just glum. He's very upset. Chelsea, Adam, and Connor are there. Victoria, Cole, and Claire, and Victor and Nikki, and we may see some others. And there's some mystery chick in the background of the promo. I kept looking to try and decide, could that possibly be Jordan in a disguise? And I looked, and I just don't think it is. If it was like an old dude, like her little professor outfit from last time, that'd be funny. Jack and Diane come clean to the Abbotts about their fib about breaking up. Diane is back home to the Abbott mansion for the holidays with Ashley wanting to toss her out on her ear, and they explain everything to everybody. Ashley and Tracy are both stunned, but of course, Jack is happy to have his wife home. We'll see how Kyle handles it. Thursday, November 28th, if you are sitting on CBS during Y&R time, it is an NFL game on Thanksgiving, and on Friday, it is college football, the day after Turkey Day, so you could be doing Black Friday shopping instead. The first new episode of Young and the Restless will be the first week of December after these 2 days of preemptions.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.